This audio fiction may contain elements not suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised.
1,325 years ago, on the nearest druid domain, Shadi stood with his back to a tree. He had finished the song he had played on his flute to lull the child to sleep. He took the time to steady his breathing after expending so much energy and willpower to use his divine magics. The consecrated man watched while Takura, his charge, tucked in the child. After the red-haired high elf finished preparing the child's makeshift bed, she began preparing their area. Shadi placed the flute in its place on his belt. He then moved to sit beside the child. "I'm beginning to wonder how many charges I will acquire over the years," the swamp elf man said. He turned his scarlet eyes to the night sky, and he let out an exasperated sigh. The thought of his charges had begun to weigh on him as of late. He had gained Takura when her father did not pay him for services rendered, and, despite his attempts in freeing her, she remained at his side.
"Not all parents are my father."
She sat beside the bard, then she hugged her legs.
"So his parents will come for him with some sort of payment for us."
"I do hope you're right."
His eyes remained on the night sky, even as he spoke with Takura.
"We can hardly keep gaining charges to care for without finding a better way to earn money."
"Even if it should come to that, I feel we will be fine."
She looked up at the night sky as well.
"Because this is always our last resort."
Hearing the young woman speak the words that reflected their status as a unit both gladdened and saddened the bard. Shadi frowned.
"It is, but that does not make it pleasant, nor does it make it right."
"It is not right for us to be denied payment either."
When a comfortable silence fell between them, the high elf tilted her head.
"What is it?"
He opened his eyes and turned to Takura.
"That."
Takura pointed toward the sky. The streaks of color seemed to have no particular origin. There were many of them, but none of them seemed to last for more than a few seconds.
"What is that?"
Shadi stared up at the darkness. The randomly placed streams of colored light seemed to illuminate parts of the night's horizon. The swamp elf shrugged his shoulders.
"Oh, I have never seen that before."
"It's pretty."
Her eyes remained fixed on the repeated streams of falling lights.
Mm-hmm.
Shadi looked down at the sleeping child. The swamp elf then let out a sigh.
"Since this seems rare."
Shadi relinquished to a fleeting thought about the child being awake. Then he opened his eyes. When the child groaned, Shadi nudged him.
"Look up."
Shadi smiled when he heard the young boy gasp. The three of them sat in near silence, watching as the beams of light seemed to fall and then vanish again and again. Shadi's scarlet eyes were torn from the cosmic light show when he heard footfalls. The bard got to his feet, then stared down the man and woman who approached. He patted the young boy's head.
"You keep watching the sky."
"Everything will be fine."
Takura glanced at Shadi briefly before she returned to watching the sky.